Well, hello to my lovely viewers, it's PNG. Thank you for tuning to my One Piece Bounty Rush video. And today I'm gonna do a update on the top 10 characters after the official 5th anniversary just has been announced, of course. And this top 10 characters is all PNG's own personal opinion and his observation in the current meta. The unit that will be the one that will actually take you towards higher and climb up the league. However, it might change because right now, 5th anniversary, although it's official, you know, Bandai has a trend that they will probably most likely might introduce another extreme EX unit in probably in about a week or 2 weeks time before middle of February. If you have played this game for a little while now, you probably realize the last two official anniversary of the year, they have released 3 EXs each since the 3rd anniversary. So I'm most likely going to be expecting a new Dark Element EX will be introduced after maybe about a week or 2 weeks time. And everyone, of course, is suspecting it's going to be the Dark Element Yonko Blackbeard, of course. I strongly think he will be the one that will be releasing and compete against my favorite character, one of them anyway, EX Whitebeard. Wouldn't be surprised if they do it, and then of course it will make a lot of players out there, new, old, will be investing. Especially, of course, shout out to Mamba. Hopefully he will get it. I've got my favorite, well, my official favorite character is Zoro, but I do also have a strong favoritism for Whitebeard. He deserved this status as an EX level, and now we finally got him, and I absolutely have no hesitation of investing on him. But right now, let's just go ahead and just go for the list, and if you do agree with the list, then of course feel free to comment down below and put a like on the video and share it. If you do not agree, of course, do definitely put a comment and put down your list or anyone that I've missed out for the top 10 units. Alright then guys, let's just go to the list then. Number 10, Lunarian Opbr. Opbr right now is still a really deadly attacker. He's still very useful. He is going to be the key unit to still take out the annoying Gear 5 Luffy. Although he, up against like the new EX unit, someone like Ace and Yamato, including EX Whitebeard, he kind of struggles against them, but he's not absolutely useless. He will be useful to destroy other meta units out there. He can one-shot pretty much anybody. He still can basically just be a deadly attacker, so I would not put him out yet. He's still a really strong attacker and very useful one as well. Number 9, Big Mom Pirates Suite 3 General Charlotte Cracker. Absolutely useful right now in the current meta. If you're up against someone like Extreme Whitebeard, you probably will find that Cracker will be a very useful unit to go against Whitebeard, because he does benefit from getting inflicted with status infliction. If Whitebeard tremors you, you will recover HP, although you might take some damage, but at least you won't take too much. Especially if you keep spamming your Biscuit Warrior, if you can catch Whitebeard, he's in trouble, man. I have up against a lot of crackers with Whitebeard, and it does annoying me. But overall, as I said, he's not, even your Whitebeard dealing with Cracker is not too difficult to deal with, but it's going to be challenging. But Cracker, with a good player's hand, you can absolutely annihilate Whitebeard and other meta units out there. He's very useful right now. Number 8, Battle of Monsters on Onigashima Kaido. So, the hybrid Kaido is still really good, a very broken runner. He won't be useful right now to go and battle against most of the meta units, but he still can actually basically club them to death if he needed to. If you're up against someone like EX Whitebeard, don't bother. You can't take the treasure from Whitebeard that easily. Especially if he keep tremoring you, you're just, no, you just couldn't actually do anything against Whitebeard. But it's just a matter of like, depending if you are a player that prioritizes as a runner, keep an eye on the map, find the opportunity, the and like the gaps go through the enemy and then just grab treasures. That's when you do, but just don't bother about combat. But Kaido is still really good runner, especially on certain stages. Number 7, Film Red Shanks. Right now, very, very useful in the current meta. He can destroy EX Whitebeard quite easily. You just matter of just don't fight Whitebeard recklessly. Try to build up your attack, then just use your skill one, skill 1 to actually ignore Whitebeard's damage reduction. Then you can pretty much just one-shot him if you can. But Whitebeard still have the ability to destroy you because of his tremor. If he does catch you with his skill 1, he can knock off at least more than just about half of your HP away, even in your red hair hockey state. Just be careful, but rest of the units, you can take them out. It's a mat. It's no longer comfortable to play with Film Red Shanks, but with a good player's hand, he's deadly as hell, like I know, so it's just depending on you, but he's useful right now in the meta to take on the Whitebeard. Number 6, Raid on Onigashima, Ronoro Zoro. Unfortunately, my favorite character has fallen off a little, but not too entirely. He's still ridiculously strong. He still can destroy majority of all of them anyway in the current meta. Unfortunately, now the meta has introduced a new element color, the light and dark, which Zoro does not benefit out of it. He only can have access to the original red, blue, and green. If he does get an upgrade to possess the light and dark, hopefully, but I doubt it, and Bandai will do that. But if you can just basically take advantage against the original element and just build up your attack with that and then just hit the Whitebeard along with it, you can actually might able to take out Whitebeard. But overall, it's challenging because Zoro can actually get inflicted with status infliction. If you get caught by Whitebeard, you're in big trouble, man. It's just majority of the units will get that problem. But Zoro, face other units, he's still good. He's really still a monster. So we'll just have to say that. But Zoro is still a really good unit. Number 5, Battle of Monsters on Onigashima, Olin de Oleon. So, Olin, or Onigashima Big Mom, still a deadly defender. Unfortunately, PNG still yet to have her. But overall, she can actually defend treasures really, really well. And just make sure you prioritize as a defender. However, I see a lot of trend that many people uses her as a runner a lot. But I know I understand that you can transform into a runner. But I would just say stick to the treasure. Especially don't try to fight a Whitebeard. Whitebeard just gonna annihilate Big Mom. Especially if the one that's been clever trying to be the runner version and just try to take the treasure from Whitebeard. Just don't bother. He can destroy you. Even you are defending it, Whitebeard can actually walk up to you and just knock the crap out of you. It's just make sure, just don't be silly, get caught by the tremor, and then you'll be fine. But Odin is still a really good defender. Number 4, Fire Fist Ogre Princess, Ace and Yamato. So the new unit, Ace and Yamato, a really good attacker, deadly as hell if you build up your attack. You know, he is a dual unit. He can switch between Ace and Yamato depending on who you need to face. So you just like the normal way of triggering the swap is just attack and then hold the attack button down and then it will just switch. Then you have access to technically 4 skills. So if you mainly just prioritize get your attack up and then you can pretty much just one-shot anybody. So far, I'm only at level 85. Once he reached to 6-star, I have faced a lot of 6-star Ace and Yamato. Deadly as crap. But up against his pops, well, Ace... Whitebeard, he just have to be at his mercy, man. I just easily destroy this Ace because the thing about Ace and Yamato, they are status inflictable, so you will not able to escape from it. Just make sure that don't get caught. But overall, if you fight other enemies, you will be fine. You just destroy them, literally. Number 3, Battle of Monsters on Onigashima, Kid and Law. I would still highly rank this unit a very powerful unit. So another dual unit which you can switch between the different characters. Well, basically switch between him, Law and Kid. Kid will be a good unit to try to catch out the defenders, and Law will be good at up against character that relies on status infliction. So if you have to face someone like EX Whitebeard, focus on Law more. Law can actually at least take a few hits and before you actually become inflictable on stat like tremor. If you can just make sure you play and just annoy the Whitebeard, if that player was impatient, you can actually take out a Whitebeard. I've seen it, and I also faced one with a clever player. I can be taken out. So with Kid and Law, still a powerful runner. He is probably most useful one. If you just prioritize as a runner, just make sure you watch the map, find the opportunity, run around, grab it, even the enemies in the treasure area. If you can build up your defense high enough, you can tank pretty much anything. So I would just say play Kid and Law properly, you'll be fine. He is a very, very good runner. Number 2, Gear 5, Monkey D. Luffy. So, Luffy, a really powerful defender, near broken, I would say. However, very predictable. You can read him very easily. But with a clever player's hand, you can actually manipulate around to bait enemies to do their skill, waste it all up, and then just counter attack on them. Gear 5 overall is flexible, change between defender, runner, and attacker. But I would say, of course, prioritize the defender. That's your main class. Then if you could just hold on the treasure and just make sure that don't let any enemy take the treasure, you'll be fine. Luffy can actually literally destroy anything as well. But overall, I hate a lot of players playing Gear 5 because they don't prioritize their defender class, apart from just running around just grabbing treasures, which is not ideal. But right now, if he go against someone like EX Whitebeard, he can be taken out as well. So it's just depending on the player, because Whitebeard can destroy Gear 5, or Gear 5 can destroy Whitebeard quite easily. It's just depending who the player is. But I would rank him not number 1 because he's predictable as crap, and there's so many counters out there. Luffy can actually get destroyed quite quick. So he is still good, but for me, he's just number 2. Number 1, Great Pirate Edward Newgate. Of course, I would rank Pups as the number 1 unit right now in the game, because he is new. The first edition of the EX version of Whitebeard, then a first light element character. There's technically not really effective color to up an element to up against a light element yet, apart from maybe very soon a dark element character will coming out. Then he will be kind of like a effective element to against a light unit, but it doesn't mean a thing. It really depends on the traits and the skill that it possesses. Whitebeard does possess skills and traits that can tank as well as destroy if he needed to. However, he does heavily rely on your allies to make sure to occupy the best position as possible. If you occupy the mid treasure pretty much, you are for sure gonna secure the win, especially a couple of them. If you have a couple of Whitebeard on your side and you occupy at least 2 or 3 treasure, well, 3 treasure, you're just gonna win the game, man, because you can share between the skills, the skill tube especially, just to turn the world around and just create rock shield, and then the enemy just can't do anything at all. But of course, there is some existing unit that can give this Whitebeard a bit of a headache. Someone like Filmed Shanks and also Cracker. But other than that, there's not much of a challenge right now. For me, I just love this character. I rank him number 1. But of course, as all of you probably would say in the comment, it really depends on your allies and in the situation. But nevertheless, he can actually fight if he needed to. I just love his tremor and then just abuse it to get back pretty much infinitely, get back all his skills and HP. But then he's going to be ranked number 1. Maybe it will change depending if Bandai does release a new unit quite soon or not. But this is what I'm going to stick it to now. Whitebeard is the strongest unit in the game right now. Alright, thank you for watching, and yep, that is my top 10 character in the current meta after the 5th anniversary official. As I said, it can change depending if Bandai decide to want to release a new character before the end of the 5th anniversary. I'm quite confident they will, but for now, I'll be sticking to this top 10 units. But of course, if you did not like or dislike the top 10 list, please just put a list down on the comment, and let's just share it together to the community so everyone can understand which type of top 10 units or maybe other opportunity characters that we can actually make highlight to, so everyone doesn't feel like they're just getting bullied by the top 10 units I mentioned, then at least enjoy the game. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed it then. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up on the next video. Maybe another top 10 if they release a new character. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch up on the next video then. See ya.